Before revealing Florence Scovelli's most powerful secret, the hidden principle that sets you up for true abundance, I need you to do something. Stop for a moment. Take a deep breath. What I'm going to tell you now is not just another idea about faith or the law of attraction. This is something that Florence Scovelli understood on a deeper level. This is a universal law, so strong that as soon as you start living in accordance with it, everything in your life begins to change. But before we get into the subject, I have a question for you. What limiting belief do you carry within you that may be blocking your abundance? Share your answer in the comments. You are probably familiar with one of her most famous teachings, your word is your desire. But what if I told you that there is a special way to speak, think, and feel that opens up the very forces that shape your reality? A way that sets you up for the natural flow of abundance, love and success, where obstacles seem to disappear, unexpected opportunities arise by themselves, and what you used to struggle for begins to come to you easily. Are you perhaps wondering what this hidden principle is? How do I access it? And why did Florence Scovelli, one of the most influential thinkers of the early 20th century, teach this truth so boldly, but so few people actually apply it? Stay with me because I'll sort it out for you in the next few minutes. As soon as you realize this principle, all areas of your life, relationships, opportunities, finances, and even your inner state will begin to align in ways you couldn't even imagine. But before I tell you exactly how to tune into this flow of energy, there is something very important that you need to understand. Florence Scovelli knew something that most people still overlook. She wasn't just a writer, not just a teacher. She deeply understood the hidden mechanisms of reality, how invisible forces around us react to the words we speak, the thoughts we focus on, and the emotions we allow to shape our daily lives. She taught that every person constantly transmits a certain frequency to the world, whether they realize it or not. Your words and thoughts are not just fleeting ideas. These are signals, commands sent to the universe, shaping your life circumstances. That's why she said, a person can only get what he is able to imagine, what he can see in his life. Stop for a moment and think. If you look at your life right now, what are you unconsciously letting into it? Are you constantly worried about money? Do you keep telling yourself that you're not doing well? Do you focus more on limitations than on opportunities? Answering these questions is the key to unlocking the principle that Florence Scovelli was talking about. A principle that can change your life in ways you never expected. Whether you realize it or not, the energy you're broadcasting is already shaping your reality. That's why Florence Scovelli was so insistent on emphasizing one basic truth: if you want to see another life, you must first start talking about it as your reality. And here is the most underrated part of her teachings. You don't wait for external confirmation before changing your mindset. You change your mindset first. As soon as you enter this state of faith, even before there is evidence, the universe begins to rebuild the reality around you. You adjust yourself to the invisible forces that make transformation possible, and as soon as you do this, reality begins to rearrange around you. Now let's take this process step by step. Step 1. Recognizing the power of words. Florence Scovelli taught that words are not just sounds. These are powerful statements that shape your reality. Every word you utter carries energy and intention that influences the circumstances that manifest themselves in your life. Think about it. What do you tell yourself every day? You often find yourself thinking like, I never succeed, I always run out of money, it's hard for me to succeed. If this is the case, then you are unconsciously creating a reality in which struggle and limitations become the norm. But here's the truth, you don't have to live in this state. Florence Scovelli argued that by changing your words, you change your life. Your words carry a frequency that triggers processes, attracting situations that correspond to what you constantly say and believe in. It is important to realize that the universe does not distinguish between jokes and self-criticism, it simply responds to your vibration. If you say, I always don't have enough money, this thought becomes fixed in your subconscious mind and manifests itself in reality. Step 2. Change the language. Change your life right now. I want you to make an informed choice and stop escalating the fight with your words. Start talking in a way that allows abundance and new opportunities into your life. Repeat these words with confidence. Everything I'm looking for is already looking for me. What is meant for me always finds its way to me. I'm moving forward with confidence, knowing that my path is unfolding perfectly. Now repeat them again. Let these words enter your mind. As soon as you say them, you activate the inner shift. The way you talk to yourself determines what you will experience in the future. Your words are not just wishes, they are an energy command that determines what kind of experience you will bring. You're no longer just hoping for change, you're starting to resonate with them. From the moment you speak with confidence and full faith, you rebuild the very fabric of your reality. And this is just the beginning. Step 3. Become the version of yourself that has already achieved success. Florence Scovelli did not believe in empty dreams. She understood that your words, thoughts, and emotions act like a tuning fork, shaping the reality around you. One of her deepest ideas is, a person can only get what he is able to see in his life. This means that before something can manifest in your physical world, it must first exist inside you, in full form, fully accepted and realized. Take a deep breath. Now imagine yourself the way you want to be. Not the version of myself that waits. Not the one who doubts. Not the one who constantly asks when and how it will happen. Visualize yourself as the person who has already achieved what you want. What do you think when you wake up in the morning? What words do you use to describe your life? What kind of energy are you radiating? Are you going with confidence or hesitating? Are you expressing firmness or doubt? Now take a step further. Don't just imagine it, feel it. Imagine what it's like to live this life. Feel how real it is. Because that's already the case for your subconscious mind. Florence Scovelli taught that faith is not waiting, but living in a state where your wish has already come true. She explained that confidence means acting as if the desired result has already been put into action. It means speaking with confidence, as if the doors are already open, inviting you into a new reality. There's no doubt about your voice. There is no uncertainty in your thinking. There is only an absolute conviction that what you want is already near. You move through life with the feeling that the path has already been built for you, even if you don't see every step yet. Like a person walking along a well-lit road who has no doubt that the next step will find a solid surface, you move with confidence, knowing that every step is supported by the universe. You don't hesitate anymore and don't ask if you can do it. You're acting like everything's already worked out. You're thinking from a state where the answer has already been received. There is no need to seek external confirmation. Your mind is calm, focused, and in perfect harmony, fully confident that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. You no longer have thoughts of doubt and defeat in your head. You don't cling to limitations anymore. Now you're holding onto a state of confidence, faith, and opportunity. Because here's the secret, reality is just a mirror. Everything that you accept into yourself, every thought that you feed, every belief that you strengthen, the world around you begins to reflect. If you carry fear, insecurity, doubt in you, life will give you circumstances that confirm these emotions. You'll see obstacles where there might be opportunities. You will encounter delays where there could be a flow. But if you carry confidence, abundance, and openness to opportunity, the universe will start reflecting it back to you. Your choice is your strength. Your thoughts are your tools. Your words are your laws. What is your next statement? You encounter resistance where there could be lightness. But as soon as there is a shift, as soon as you really see yourself as a person who already has what he wants, everything around you begins to change. The opportunities you used to chase are starting to find you on their own. Challenges that seemed insurmountable turn into stepping stones, not barriers. What you've been working so hard for is starting to appear in unexpected ways. Your inner world creates the basis for external circumstances. When you accept confidence, clarity, and unshakable faith, your reality can't help but reflect it back to you. This shift is not just possible, it is inevitable. That's why those who understood Florence Scovelli's teachings were easily attracted to success, opportunity, and breakthroughs. It wasn't luck. They were tuned to the frequency of already having, not the frequency of desire. Now it's your time to do the same. Fix this state. Hold him down. Now that you've entered a state of confidence, that's what many people make mistakes about. They feel this energy for a moment, but then they start looking for confirmation. Does it work? Where are the changes? Is there anything else I need to do? And the moment they begin to doubt, they return to a state of uncertainty, destroying the alignment they have just created. Florence Scovelli taught that faith is not compulsion, but knowledge. Change doesn't come through struggle, it comes through consistency with the flow. How can this shift be consolidated? Stop trying to make it happen. Once you have entered a state of confidence, leave it as it is. You don't have to push things. You don't have to chase after the result. You don't have to worry about how and when it will happen. Stay in the energy of, it's already done. When you truly know that something already belongs to you, you move in the world with a sense of peace, not panic. When you carry this energy with you, when you go with the conviction that what you are looking for is already yours, the world around you begins to reflect this truth back to you. Take a breath. Stay in this state. Everything is already happening. Step 4. Notice the signs, but don't chase them. At first, the changes in your reality can be subtle, barely noticeable. You can hear a conversation that will suddenly give you deep clarity and help you see the situation from a new angle. There may be an opportunity in front of you that you haven't even thought about, and it will push you in the right direction. You may suddenly feel deep peace when all the worries and doubts that used to occupy your mind begin to dissolve, giving way to quiet confidence that everything is happening as it should. These moments may seem insignificant, but these are not coincidences. These are the first signals that your reality is changing, that your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs are beginning to reformat the experience that life brings you. However, it is at this stage that many people make a critical mistake. They become impatient. Instead of accepting these small changes as signs that a big transformation is already underway, they begin to question the process. Doubt creeps into their minds. They start looking for immediate evidence that everything they want is already coming to them. Instead of trusting the process, they start checking it. They analyze every detail, trying to find tangible evidence that everything is moving the way they intended. But there is another important lesson here. If you're looking for confirmation, it means you're still in doubt. When you are completely sure of something, you don't need constant confirmation. You just know, this change is happening right now. But people may wonder, why hasn't everything changed yet? Why can't I see the full result? Is there anything else I need to do? Should I put in more effort, change my approach, or find another method? It is this way of thinking that leads to resistance. The moment you move from trust to doubt, you introduce an element of uncertainty into the process, and this slows down the very transformation you seek. Instead of allowing the changes to unfold naturally, you start to obsess, analyze every detail, and try to force everything to the desired result. But the more you chase the signs, the more elusive they become. Imagine that you are planting a seed. When you put it in the ground, you don't dig it every few hours to check if it has started to grow. You just water it, provide sunlight, and trust the process, knowing that over time it will germinate and become a strong plant. But if you constantly disturb the soil, pull out the seed to see if there are any sprouts, you simply will not give it the opportunity to take root and grow. The same principle applies to the transformations taking place in your life. When you see small signs, even if they seem insignificant, notice them, thank them, and move on with confidence. The moment you relax and trust that big changes are already happening, they start happening even faster. But if you constantly doubt, asking yourself, does it work? Is everything moving in the right direction? Do I need to change something? You create unnecessary obstacles in your way. Instead of doubting, smile at these little signs. Take them as confirmation that you are going in the right direction. Trust that the process is already running, even if you don't see the full picture yet. Because as soon as you let go of the need for immediate results, life will begin to unfold in front of you in ways more powerful than you could ever imagine. And it is this incessant stream of doubt that slows everything down. What should I do instead? Accept these little signs, appreciate them, but don't stop. Smile at them, knowing that they are quiet confirmations that your path has already been laid out in front of you. As soon as you relax into a state of confidence, big changes will come by themselves. Florence Scovelli believed that words have great creative power. She often said, "Your words are your desires." Every day use your words consciously. Say what you want, not out of desperation, but out of confidence. Say it out loud, "I am currently in a stream of endless possibilities. Everything I'm looking for is already coming to me. Success, happiness, and new opportunities come into my life easily and naturally." When you hold this energy long enough, the external reality is forced to adjust to it. At this stage, you no longer hope for change, you live in an energy in which change is inevitable. Take a deep breath. If you are ready to tune into this stream, confirm it by writing in the comments, "I choose confidence." Because the moment you say that, the shift begins.